Cam Smith at the top, 16-1. A lot of people like Cam Smith. He's had some good runs at this tournament. Give me your reason why you like the Aussie at the top of your card this week.
Yeah, Cam is the man. Now, you guys perhaps know this. There's only one player in the history of the Masters to break 70 in all 4 rounds, and it's not Jack Nicklaus, it's not Arnie, it's not Ben Hogan, it's not Tiger. It is Cam Smith. In 2020, Cam Smith broke 70 in all 4. Now, he still got blitzed by Dustin Johnson, but it's a pretty amazing record, and it shows what he's capable of there. So I think Cam Smith's the best putter in the world, and that's what you obviously need at the Masters. You can also spray it a little bit on the tee, as long as you can come back on, holes 2, 3, and 15 and hit a draw and give yourself a good chance for an eagle or birdie. So, Cam Smith's had an amazing year. He shot 34 under to win that tournament in Hawaii. Looked great at the Players Championship. Got lucky with his tee shot on 17 that he pushed. But that's a tough tournament to win. And we've got him at 16-1, plus 155 on a top 10. Cam and Scotty Scheffler are my top 2 guys on the board this week.
Love it.
Talk me out of Will Zalatoris, 35-1. Look, we're talking about putting and how important it is. Yeah. That is like the Achilles heel for Will, but he's just such a great striker of the ball. Yes. Probably the best, if not one of the best ball strikers on tour. Yeah. Finished second last year. Broke par in all 4 rounds. It just seems like 35-1 is a good price for Will. Because again, you can be profitable. You can be profitable, but it seems like a fair price for me.
Alex, I wouldn't dare talk you out of like a top 10, maybe in a top 5 on Will. You have his game, diagnosed. It seems like his putting has been a little better. There are just still moments where he's taking it out here and there, and
it's a weird like pullback. Like it's when I watch his putting stroke, it's a little quirky.
It's a figure eight.
Yeah,
frightening. And I do the exact same thing sometimes on these short putts.
That's not a good comparison, though. You're not a pro. He is.
I can totally relate. I know, but his putting does look better. I mean, I shouldn't say that.
Yeah,
it doesn't look much better. It's more effective. And yes, he is an amazing ball striker. He's got to be confident going around that place after that performance. So I think Will Z is certainly a threat to contend.
I saw an interesting note on him. I forget it off the top of my head, but it was somewhere along the lines of he's actually been better in the 8 feet and in range than you would think just by looking at his putting stroke. Yeah. I don't have the exact stat in front of me. I'll try to find it and send it over to you later this week. The guy at the top of my card this week, and I rode him really hard last year, and he didn't get across the finish line for me, is Justin Thomas.
Yeah.
And I feel like he is the best player on tour that hasn't won a major in 5 years.
Yeah.
2017 PGA, I think, was his only major. And last year was such a roller coaster ride for him, Teddy. He won the Players in March, which is, the big, that's like the early Super Bowl for the golf PGA season. And then the majors, he just completely flopped outside of the top 20 at the Masters, missed the cut at the PGA. His only top 20 was a 19th at the U.S. Open and then a T40 at the British. I feel like he rebounded nicely in the FedEx, and then in the offseason, he made the switch to Bones Mackay on the bag. And that is now, I think, where some of this fresh start, new chapter narrative rhetoric we're hearing from Justin Thomas. And the form coming in is great. 5 top 10s in 9 events. He's got the second lowest scoring average on tour. This is a guy with the temperament. He's got the pedigree, and now he's got some of the recent form. I think it's a Justin Thomas year. He's going to be at the top of my card. I've got the most exposure on him so far. Talk me out of it.
I can't talk you out of it. He's a great player. He just, I know, hasn't really produced the results. I mean, I feel like I've taken him for a bunch of majors, and it's kind of one disappointment after the next. I don't really know what the problem is. I mean, you see his game, and you're like, that guy has everything. I mean, he can hit the draws. He can hit the fades. He's experienced now. Grew up in this golf family. His dad's a teacher. He's won important events, but only one major. And come on, let's go. I mean, there should be more from Justin Thomas at this point. He should have won 2 to 3 majors by now, just like, Rory should have won at Augusta by now. So it's hard to do.
Don't get me started on Rory.
Hasn't produced the results that I thought he would, but he is a great player. There's no reason he won't win the Masters this week.